Yizwa umthandazo wethu, yizwa umthandazo wethu, yizwa umthandazo wethu, Baba Nkosi yethu. Yizwa umthandazo wethu, yizwa umthandazo wethu, yizwa umthandazo wethu, Baba Nkosi yethu. Thina sibhekisa kuwe, thina sibhekisa kuwe, sesibhekisa kuwe, Baba Nkosi yethu. Thina sibhekisa kuwe, thina sibhekisa kuwe, sesibhekisa kuwe, Baba Nkosi yethu.
Yeah, the first photo is Mandela and the late Walter Sisulu. The second photo is the first work that was done right here in this section, crushing stones right here. That photo was taken from the census office by visitors from the International Committee of the Red Cross. But the known ones like Mandela, the late Walter Sisulu, they were taken out of the first group and they're given all clothes to men, that is the second row, to give the impression that they were not involved in the hard labor, but they were not aware what was happening in that office. But later on, they were sent to work at the land quarry. They were told that they'll work there for 6 months, but that 6 months turned to be 13 years. That is before they built this high wall. It was one section before. It was divided into three, 1977. A, B, and C. The last photo are the few who were here in this section. They came here as a reference group. That is year 2002. In fact, all this section except A and C, we've got photos like that one. And from now we go in and see how big are these cells. We've got the fourth one, the fourth cell with items in. It is where our former president, Dr. Nelson Mandela, spent his 18 years while he was here in this prison. That is from 1964 to 1982. It was 1982, he was transferred to Portsmouth prison and later to Victor Verster prison, where he was released 1990, February. And that cell represents the period before 1977. It was before 1977. Prisoners were sleeping on the floor. They were given 2 mats and 4 blankets. Let's come in.
You're welcome.
Okay, we are now in A section. We are from B section. This block and that one were also built 1977 when they built the high walls around the prison. This recreation hall, dining hall, showers and toilets, that is for A section and that is for B section. But in these two sections, toilets were used only during the day. That is from 7 o'clock in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon. From 3:30 when they lock you in, you've got to use a bucket as a toilet. And when the water opens up your cell at 7 o'clock in the morning, the first thing you do is to take your bucket to run to the toilet. You clean your bucket to take your bucket outside. The late Governor Mpegi, that is the father of former President Thabo Mbeki, ran with that bucket for more than 22 years because he was never transferred to any prison. He was here until he was released in the late 80s. And here in this prison, it was not only South Africans, we had also people from Namibia, SWAPO members, like Toivo Chatoivo is one of the leaders of SWAPO. He was in P section. And we've got one of the communal section was known as SWAPO section. Female political prisoners were not held in this prison. Female political prisoners were held in Kronstadt prison, like white political prisoners were held in Pretoria Central Prison. For instance, Dennis Goldberg, he was serving his life sentence in Pretoria Central Prison. He was joined 2 years later in 1966 by the late Bram Fischer. The late Bram Fischer was also serving life sentence. But the late Bram Fischer was released in 1975 after he developed bone cancer. But he was not a free man. He was under house arrest in Bloemfontein in his brother's house because he was hospitalized, and he died a few months later. His body was cremated, but prison department demanded his ashes. That means he's still a prisoner up to now. And here in this prison is not only single cells, but also communal cells. We've got 4 communal sections, that is D, E, F, and G. And from now we'll visit one. We are going back this way. The last book was released on the 27th of April 1991. From May 1991 to November 1996, this prison was occupied by common law prisoners. That is why I see this electricity plug inside. They were always outside. Because common law prisoners were allowed to have TVs, while they were not allowed to have TVs. They used to play us recorded news because our news, they've got to be censored at that time. And to South Africans, let us work for peace, friendship, and reconciliation, and heal the scars left by the past conflicts, and let us build common destiny together. Please pass this message to family and friends so that this must not be a one-sided issue. And lastly, have a safe journey and enjoy your stay in Cape Town. Thank you.
Thank you. I didn't get your name. What's your name?
Sipho.
Sipho.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kate.